Now that we've got our colors dialed in, we can start to actually add some color via lift gamma gain. I'm going to go ahead and use a film grade. When I'm doing look setting in a base light, this is a really comfortable tool for me. Some people will do it in a video grade. You could do this in your curve grade. Again, the tool is really independent. It's more about the preference of the colorist and how you're going to use that tool. So I'm going to go ahead and start to add some warmth in what we call our exposure in the film light tab. It's just kind of an overall wash. I like the way that it kind of evenly pushes warmth into the picture. We're getting a little bit yellow, so maybe back it off a little bit. Again, reference back. Now, I don't think I want to make her as pink or saturated as him. I want to come up with a look that throws back to it, that hints at film, but it doesn't have to be exactly the same. It just has to give the feeling. Most of what we're doing is creating a feeling anyway. And so if you can tap into just the ethos of a grade, I think you can get by without having to get the garish parts of the film reference as well. Adding a little bit more warmth in there. Then I'm going to go ahead and lift my shadows up a little bit. So here's my film grade, just softening those shadows, adding some of that warmth. You can really start to feel that warmth now. It seems like this was way too cold to begin with. One of the nice things about working this way, where we build a look on top of a balanced layer, is that, say, 2 weeks down the line, the grade comes back to you and the clients change their mind completely. This warm look based on Back to the Future and Pulp Fiction is no longer in play. We got to go for a horror film. So we're going to change this look up and maybe go a little bit more green or a little darker, or maybe it's Stay for Night, we don't know. But the nice thing you can do is blow it up and kind of start again. And you've got your balance done already. So 80% of the work is already there. You just got to work on finessing a new look. And I'm going to shift that yellow just a bit more towards red. Maybe a little bit too far. That's a pretty good film look. Those highlights might be a little bit hot for film, but so there we are. We've got our look built. I use a film grade, a little bit of a curve, and a little bit of a hue shift to kind of dial in warmer skin tones, pushing a little bit more red into the yellows, deepening some of those blues, overall pulling some exposure on the more saturated parts of our image, and I'm going to ripple that out across the rest of the sequence.